Okay, community, hope everybody's doing well. God bless you. I wanted to just jump on here and make sure that everybody's aware. I am still doing uh, sometimes multiple a day updates concerning what we're seeing in the crypto market and pertaining to or how it compares to the prophetic insights that God is releasing pertaining to what is taking place, what is about to take place. And I want to tell you, this is the end of September. And folks, I'm here to tell you that what is about to happen pretty quickly. And so I just want to make sure that everybody's aware of what's on the table because we've been stewarding a lot of these prophetic words for quite a while now. Last year when the Lord spoke and basically said XRP was going to take off, and it did, many, including myself, have fared very well from that. However, there are other insights that he is releasing. And it is very important to note that there are specific price points that he's been giving. Now, please understand, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. The information is coming from, people who hear voices, right? This is a complete and total faith walk, guys, and it needs to be understood, that is the case. And so what does that mean? Well, it's up to you if you're going to follow biblical principle to test and to discern and to determine and pray for yourself. If anything that I share, or anybody for that matter, pertaining to any sort of prophetic insight is actually indeed from God. That's for you to determine based upon what you hear from him directly, right? And sometimes, we can just take steps of faith, which is what I've done and what I'm continuing to do. This whole faith journey has been incredible. I remember even a while back when God told us to move out and to, believe for our miracle house. I had a prophet prophesy over me and said, that what God has just done in your life was training ground for what's to come. In other words, it's preparing you. It's preparing you for what's coming. And so the faith walk, the strenuous faith walk, the walking by faith and not by sight, for big, ginormous, risk level appetite, so to speak, was being cultivated by God early on. And so I was sharing with somebody the other day that this has just happened so many times where it's just been back to back to back to back. And it's been very, pressing and trying because that's what it is to walk by faith, especially when you've got it all on the line. And so that's what we're doing, guys. This is not for the faint of heart, but because of that, I've created a private community. And within the private community is where I'm actually sharing all of the details, not just the general terminology that I'm sharing with you here, but I want you to know what's going on there because I am transitioning. I have been making transitions on purpose, and I've actually enjoyed it. We've shared but the problem is it's going to cause some people to tune out. However, that's actually satisfactory to me because it just really means that they were never really in to begin with. That's why I think it's wisdom. I've actually had other prophetic voices speak into my life who are not even inside of what it is that we're doing, that have even shared wisdom to say, you know what, maybe you should create a more private opportunity where, it's just not necessarily open to everybody. And that's what I'm doing. So the link is in the description section below if you want to be a part of this, guys. There was it's $7 to join. That gives you a month. Every month thereafter is $7. I actually did extend free opportunities for those who couldn't afford the $7. And it actually was something that I decided no longer to do anymore because the ones who were given free access never tuned in. You could see their history and they did not. There was months where there was not even a login. And so it was worthless to continue that. But then I began to think to myself, well, if somebody can't afford $7, a month, then they ought not to be doing any of these types of moves anyway, right? So it just makes sense overall. And the whole reason I even created the price tag was to be able to sustain the monthly cost of having this private community myself, to make it available. And so, yeah, so it's there, guys, in the link, in the description section below. And I encourage you to become a part of the private community. Of course, you can cancel at any time. What's interesting is you can rejoin it anytime too. So, unless you do something stupid and get banned, that's always an option too. But that being said, guys, I'm releasing a live video today just for my private community because I actually got some really, really cool prophetic intel that I want to share with my community that goes along with everything that I have been sharing. And what that is telling us is that it's close. It is very close. And so we're right on the cusp of this happening. And I want to talk about some of the details pertaining to that and some of the dates that have been mentioned pertaining to some of the things that are coming as well and how they relate. So I'm going to be doing that for those of you guys who are part of my private community. Obviously, you're going to see that notification. By the way, if you're in there, download the app. I had a gentleman that was brand new and he said, "Hey, I saw that you went live, but I never got a notification." And I said, "Download the app." He said, "Good deal, done." So that's taken care of. You can actually install the app on your phone, set up your notifications or alerts pertaining to your, desire. And it's very user-friendly for everyone. You can private message me. We have dialogue. We have, people all the time that comment, message, and interact. And that's the beauty of it as well, is that you can basically reach me if you have any questions at any point in time. That being said, guys, once again, I appreciate you watching this short, brief live stream. Yes, Jose, that's right. Amen. And Joshua, Happy New Year to you. That's for the Jewish calendar, guys. The start of the new year, which prophets are saying, guys, this is very, very exciting. Very exciting. And I want you to know prophetically what the prophets are saying about this coming year or about the year that we just stepped into. It's extremely exciting. Blessings to you, Melton. All right, listen, I'm going to jump off. I just want to make sure everybody's aware. Inside that private community is where we're at now. So I hope to see you in there. Once again, like I said, I tried the whole, free option at one point, and it just didn't make any sense on both accounts. So once again, I appreciate, even unfortunately had a guy completely lie and fabricate saying he couldn't afford it, but that's a whole different story. That was really disheartening to see that. But regardless, guys, blessings to you. I could tell you the details, but it was crazy. He started telling me all of these things that he ended up signing up for that, cost thousands of dollars. And he said he couldn't afford my $7 course or private community. I was just like, oh man, that's not good. All right. Blessings, guys. And we'll see you on the other side for those of you guys who decide to join. All right. Blessings once again. See you then. Bye.